push the seat back onto the heels and lift the knees up, downward dog. Now, personal coats and all that kind of stuff, guys, put that away over here on this thing, because if I walk around and I slip on that or hit it, I'm going to slide on this bamboo floor. So put your coats over here. So it's not like Grand Central Station where everybody leaving their bags wherever they're sitting. That way, yeah. Maisa, when she teaches aerial, she always says, guys, don't leave your stuff around because I'm walking around and if I hit it, I'm going to fall. Yeah, I appreciated when she said that. Connect to your Ujjayi pranayama, your upward victorious breath. Let's set a metronome for the breath. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha, lift up at the pelvic floor. You're going to keep that lift all through practice. That's going to bring lightness and is core work. So that's going to bring strength to you also. If you don't want assist today, raise a leg and down dog split. If you don't want lotions, raise a leg and down dog split. All right, thank you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth, the Ashtanga Namaskar. Press into the hands, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Inhale, press into the hands, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels, lifting the knees up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, soften the knees, slowly walk the feet toward the hands. Keep the feet about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Keep the hands about 6 to 8 inches in front of your feet. Remember, it's just a warm-up. So your fingers don't need to be in line with your toes. But what needs to happen is you need to straighten your legs and your palms need to be flat. Because if there's no connection in the hands and the feet and you're bending your knees, you're not doing anything with your hamstrings. So then as you press down into the hands, lift up in through the sit bones. Let the head, back of the neck be long and heavy and dense. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Soften the knees. Step the feet out as wide as the mat. Come down to a squat. Bring the hands together. You can sit on a block if the heels are lifting up or if you find that it's just really uncomfortable. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Then place the hands on the floor. Come sit down and straighten the legs out in front of you. Yep. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Give the right knee a hug. Step the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Dorsiflex the left foot. So pull the left toes back toward you. On the inhale, lift the right arm up alongside the right ear. And then exhale, left arm alongside the left ear. Take the right hand behind you. Twist over to the right. And keep pulling the left toes back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, come back to center. And exhale, counter twist over to the left. Inhale, center. And exhale, extend. Inhale, bend the left knee, left foot on outside of right. Dorsiflex the right foot. On the inhale, lift the right arm up. And then exhale, twist over to the left. And look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Inhale, come center. And exhale, counter twist over to the right. Then inhale, center and extend the left leg. Bend both the knees. Place the heels where the knees were. Feet are about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Hands behind you, 6 to 8 inches. Fingers pointing toward the windows. Bring the chin into the chest. On the inhale, lift the hips up. Exhale, let the head go back if comfortable. Tabletop. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale, come down. And you can sit on a block, you can sit on a blanket. We're going to chant a little bit today. We're going to chant from page 32, number 62. This is sometimes called the Maha Mantra, the great mantra. We'll chant that. Then we'll also chant from the Bhagavad Gita. So we'll turn over to another page in a minute. So 3 ohms. So this mantra is pretty simple. There's 3 words, Hari, Krishna, and Rama. Just 3 words. And I like to sing it in this melody. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's it. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So turn over now to page 52. And we'll chant the words of Sri Krishna from the Bhagavad Gita. And this is from chapter 6, Dhyana Yoga, the yoga of meditation. And here Krishna tells Arjuna what are the after effects of achieving dhyana, or meditation, union with the object, right? That's what meditation is here. union with the object. So we'll chant 6.21. We'll do this as a call and response. This one's a little more complicated than Hari, Krishna, and Rama. Sukham atyantikam yatade. Sukham atyantikam yatade. Buddhi gramyam atindriyam. Buddhi gramyam atindriyam. Vitiyatra nachavayam. Vitiyatra nachavayam. Stitas chalati tatvataha. Stitas chalati tatvataha. Like I said, this one's harder, but give it a shot. Think of it as like yoga for your tongue. Sukham atyantikam yatade. Buddhi gramyam atindriyam. Vitiyatra nachavayam. Stitas chalati tatvataha. Your turn. Sukham atyantikam yatade. Buddhi gramyam atindriyam. Vitiyatra nachavayam. Stitas chalati tatvataha. One more time. Sukham atyantikam yatade. Buddhi gramyam atindriyam. Vitiyatra nachavayam. Stitas chalati tatvataha. Om. And that means in the joyful state of yoga samadhi. Samadhi is the union with the object. And in this case, Krishna is saying, focus on me during your meditations. Focus on Krishna. And then everything will be all right. One experiences the supreme boundlessness of divine bliss. And that, when I say divine bliss, I mean it's the bliss of union with the highest possible energy there is in the universe. And eternal truth, a truth that doesn't change, it doesn't alter, it doesn't shift on you. So it's different from subjective truth, it's objective truth, right? And then we chanted very simple mantra that only has 3 words, but calls out the name of Krishna and another avatar of Vishnu, Rama, and Hari. Hari is an energetic that is within the universe that is the remover of all types of obstacles. Like, and when I say, Ganesha outside, Ganesha is also said to be the remover of obstacles. But Ganesha helps you with things like, oh, I can't pay my rent. I can't get the money for the rent. Go call on Ganesha for that kind of thing. He'll help you with that. But Hari removes obstacles that it just seems like nothing is going to help you. Like you're at a total 100% loss to know how to make it work. So you call on Hari for like huge, massive obstacles. And then Krishna, the avatar of Vishnu, who, as he achieves Dharma, he learns, he breaks the rules to achieve Dharma. Dharma is what is the right thing to do. What is the right thing to do in my lifetime? Krishna bends the rules, he twists them around, he changes them so that he can achieve what is right. Rama, on the other hand, who is also an avatar of Vishnu, follows every rule to default. I mean, just every rule that's on the book, he follows it. But both of these avatars of the divine achieve what is right in society at that moment. I like to remind, when we chant these mantras, a lot of times when we're trying to figure out how to live a dharmic life, a life within the complexities of the modern world, these 2 beings can help guide us, because sometimes you can't follow the rules anymore. Sometimes you have to change the rules or break the rules or manipulate the rules, especially when things are really difficult and when other people are not playing by the rules. Like, if you play by the rules and other people are not playing by the rules, you're going to be at a loss. So you got to be more clever. But then there are times when the rules should be followed. The rules, we should look at the rules and say, hey, these are the rules, and there's reason why there are rules. Because it gives structure to society, it gives structure to our spiritual practices even. But both are correct approaches when the situation is right, when the thing is put into context. So think about that, tonight as we go through practice, like, what is the right thing to do in certain times? And how do you achieve Dharma in your life? Fold up your chant books, place them to the side. I'll come by and pick them up. And come stand at the front of your mat in Tadasana mountain seat. Big toes and heels touch. Tailbone moves toward pubic bone. Thank you. Gaze is at the horizon. And take a moment, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. And set a higher intention for your practice today. That idea of that endless, boundless, divine bliss of yoga samadhi is what allows you to figure out how to conduct yourself dharmically. And exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you, raise the arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take the arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fish, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, place hands down next to the feet, step the right foot back into a lunge and look forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank, look at the wall in front of you. Exhale, bend the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, move forward and up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, press into the hands, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push the seat back to the heels and lift the knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward in between the hands. Exhale, the left foot next to the right and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fish straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to the feet, step left foot all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog, lifting hips. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat onto heels, lifting knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the left foot in between the hands. Exhale, the right foot meets the left and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side, Tadasana mountain seat. Let's do that again. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward. Exhale, left foot next to the right and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot steps all the way back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, right foot meets the left and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana Mountain Seat. Let's do that again, but I'm going to add on to it. On your inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, step right foot all the way back. Exhale, dropping to the right knee. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up and arch back, crescent moon. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, cobra. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot steps forward. Exhale, dropping to the left knee. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach up and arch back, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step, left foot next to right, fold over left feet. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot steps all the way back. Exhale, dropping to left knee. Inhale, hook thumbs, reach up and arch back, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, hands down to the earth, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urban Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back onto heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Exhale, dropping to right knee. Inhale, hooking thumbs, reaching up and arching back. Exhale, hands down to the earth, stepping right foot next to the left and fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hook the thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs and arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana Mountain Seat. Good for you. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, place the hands on the earth, then extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Adva Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, step right foot forward, left heel down, come up warrior one, and stay. Exhale, pull the right hip back. Inhale. Exhale, left hip moves forward. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, rise up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, pull left hip back. Inhale. Exhale, right hip moves forward. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urban Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. On the inhale, step the right foot forward. Turn the left heel down, come up, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, Virabhadrasana 2. On your inhale, extend the right leg. Take a moment, just check your left foot out. Make sure your left foot is turned in on a 45-degree angle instead of turned toward the side wall. Then exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2, and stay. Inhale. Exhale, knees going to track down the center of foot. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Go a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right hand down outside right foot. Use a block for that. I like a block for that. That helps you not to lay on your right thigh. Inhale, extend your left arm alongside your left ear, looking into your left palm. Extended angle A. So, yeah, there you go. Rotate a little bit in the shoulder. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale, David, bend your right knee a little more. Exhale, 2. Right thigh parallel to the earth. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Now listen. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Using Mula Bandha and pressing into the feet. Inhale, come stand all the way up, straightening your right leg. Come stand up. Exhale, reach toward the windows. Pull your left hip back. Place your right hand on your right shin. And lift your left arm up. Gaze at your left thumb. Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Press into the feet. Come all the way up to stand. Exhale, rebend the right knee. Place the right hand down inside the right foot. Exhale, the left arm lifts straight up into the air. The right shoulder touches the inside of the right knee. Right hip pulls back toward the wall behind you. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, gently place your left hand down. Now walk both hands over to the left, rotating on your heels, turning the feet parallel. Yep. So just check the feet out right now. So the feet don't want to be like railroad tracks. On the inhale, lift the head and chest halfway. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. Pressing into your feet, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis forward. Good. Then exhale, fold forward again. Place the hands on the floor underneath your shoulders. Now, that just gave you a chance to reset everything. Lift the head and chest, look up at the wall in front of you. Then exhale, fold forward and walk the hands back so the fingers are in line with the toes. The crown of the head may or may not come to the floor. That's not what's important. What's important is the sit bones lift up and that your hands are grounded. If your head is on the floor and you would like to do a tripod headstand, please be my guest. It's up to you. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good, Beth. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. If you're in a tripod, slowly come down, David. Don't crash. Oh, my God. Then as you lift the head and chest, walk the hands forward. Now, this sounds a little weird, but what you're going to do is you're going to bend your left knee and you're going to drop your left knee to the floor. Your right leg is extended out to the side and your right toe is pointing toward this side of the room. Lift your arms up alongside your ears. Interlace the fingers together in Kali Mudra. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, side bend over to the right in gate. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then inhale, lift the torso up. Place the hands on the floor. Come onto the top of your left foot. Move your left foot a little bit to the left. Come sit down on the inside of your left ankle. in a half virasana. David, you can sit on a block. Your toes are going to be pointing up toward the ceiling, okay, of your right foot. Twist your torso over your right leg, and then exhale, fold forward, hold onto the right foot in a Janu Shirshasana that's a half virasana. Now, if you can't reach with both your hands, use a belt. Belts are terrific for this. And so, David, it's just a straightforward forward fold this time instead of a side bend at this moment. Exhale, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale. Lift your head and chest. So this is so easy. You're going to bend your right knee and send your left leg back behind you, coming into a pigeon on the right side. Then as you lift the head and chest, pull your right hip back, and then exhale, fold forward over your right bent knee. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now on your inhale, lift your head and chest and walk your hands back. Now slide your left knee forward and bring your left knee behind your right knee. Then come sit down in between your heels for Gomukhasana. Grab the big toes in yogi toe lock, lift the head and chest, and exhale, fold forward and bring the chin in front of the right knee. Inhale, good. We'll move your left foot over to the right a little bit. So that's your right leg. Move this foot over here so you're not sitting on it. Now you're going to sit down out inside of it. Exhale, 2. See how Vicky is? Exhale, 3. This foot's over here. Now sit down. There you go. Exhale. We can do this too. Lift up. Put a block there. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Good. Inhale. Lift your head and chest. All right. Now, your knees are crossed. Release your toes. Just swing your right leg around. Step back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, step the left foot forward. Turn the right heel down. Come up, warrior 1. Exhale, opening arms and hips, warrior 2. Now, inhale, extend your left leg. Take a moment, look at your right foot. Right foot turned in on a 45-degree angle. Then rebend your left knee. As you bend your left knee tracks down the center of your foot. You should be able to see your left big toe inside the left knee. If not, squeeze at your glutes. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, extend 1 breath. Then exhale, rebend. Place the left hand outside your left foot on a block. I like a block for that so you don't lay on the thigh. And extend your right arm alongside your right ear toward the windows, extended angle A. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now look down at your left foot. On your inhale, come stand up, extending your left leg. Got to use Mula Bandha to do that. So straighten your left leg. It's not bent now. Reach toward the windows. Pull your right hip back. Place your left hand on your left shin. Raise your right arm up. Triangle Trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lifting all the way up to stand. Then exhale, rebend the left knee, your left hand inside your left foot. Exhale, your right arm reaches straight up toward the sky. Left hip pulls back toward the wall instead of toward where the blankets are. Does that make sense? So there's a little less of an anterior pelvic tilt. And so that's what kind of flattens you out. It's in the hip over here. Exhale 1, yes. Inhale. It's a squeeze instead of a relax. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. On your inhale, gently place your right hand down and then walk both your hands over to the right, rotating on your heels, bringing your feet parallel. Then inhale, lift your head and chest. Exhale, bring your hands to your waist, elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. Press into your feet. Use Mula Bandha. Lift up and arch back. Yep. Then exhale, come back to center. And now lift up and arch back. And then exhale, fold forward and place your hands on the floor. Now, turn your fingers out to the side walls, toward the windows and the exit door. Then turn your fingers back toward the wall behind you where the blankets are. Inhale, lengthen, and then exhale, fold forward and walk your hands back toward where the blankets are. As you fold forward, your head may come to the floor. It may not come to the floor, but this time the elbows aren't bent. They're straightening. The arms are straightening. If you take your hands out a little wider, then you can put your head on the floor and press into your hands and lift your legs up, coming into a headstand variation. Good, Jen. Inhale. Exhale 1. Look at there. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. If you're in the headstand, slowly come down with control. Good for you. Then inhale, lift the head and chest, everybody. Walk your hands forward. Turn your fingers out to the side walls. Turn your fingers forward. Now this time, lift the head and chest, drop down to the right knee. Lift the torso up. Bring the arms alongside the ears and lace the fingers together. Then exhale, side bend over here to the left. Stretching the right side of the body, gate seat. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, lift the shoulders up. Place the hands on the floor. Come onto the top of your right foot. Move your right foot over to the right. Then come sit down. Oh, I can't do it. I can do it. On the inside of your right leg. I went the wrong way myself. So now you're in a half Virasana. Twist the torso over the left leg. And then exhale, fold forward. Here again, if you need a little belt action. You kind of ended up like me for a moment. So that leg extends out. Left leg. Right leg was right. Yep. And then breathe. So it's like a half Virasana, half Janu Shirshasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Inhale. Lift your head and chest. Release your left foot. So easy. Bend your left knee and send your right leg toward the wall behind you. Come into a pigeon on the left side. Yep. Then take a moment. Pull your left hip back, your right hip forward. And then exhale, fold forward over the bent left knee. Kapot Asana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale. Lift your head and chest up. Now, as you lift your head and chest up, start to lift your hips. Bring your right knee forward. Bring your right knee behind your left knee. Squeezing your legs together, closing them like a pair of scissors. Yep. Now, the knees are stacked on top of each other, and then you're going to sit in between your two heels. If you need to, set on a block, making a little more space. Yep. Squeeze the legs together, grab the big toes in yogi toe lock, and lift the head and chest, and exhale, fold forward. Bring your chin in front of your left knee. Go Mukhasana, cow face. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Good for you. Release the toes. This is so easy. Swing your left leg behind you. Step back to a downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Bring the big toes and heels to touch. Remember, Mula Bandha is engaged. That's how you stay up. On your inhale, come onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up, side plank. And here again, lift your hips. Squeeze at the pelvic floor. Exhale, 1. That's how you balance. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, gently come out to a plank. And then exhale onto the left hand, outside of the left foot. Raise the right arm up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes under, push your seat back to your heels. All right? Now, from here, bring your knees together. So knees touch. Bring your feet apart and place the tops of the feet on the floor. Your big toes could go almost as wide as your mat. So your legs become in a V shape, your shin bones. Come sit down in between your ankles. Now, if you are not sitting on the ground, if your tush is not on the ground, put something underneath it. You really don't want any space there. You want to have a connection. So from here, it's very simple. If you are sitting on the floor, see if you can take your hands behind you. Yeah. And then lay down on your back. If you're not sitting flat on the floor, you can still get something out of the back bend. You can take your hands behind you, both hands. And then as you lift your hips up, move your pelvis toward the windows, stretching the quadriceps. David, I would like put the blanket a little more underneath me completely because of that knee of yours. You know? So it's almost kind of like you're doing a little half bridge. You're lifting your behind up if you're not laying down all the way. So you can lift your behind off the block. Put your hands on the floor, palms flat. Now lift your hips and squeeze your glutes and lift your behind off the block. So lift from here all the way up. Then come down. Then lift up. And then come down. Now if you're laying down, you can also bring your arms overhead and bring your palms together. And get a little length in your armpits and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. How are you doing, Sarah? Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now put your hands on the floor by your hips. Lift your elbows up. So you want your hands down, not your forearms. Just your hands, lift your elbows. Because you're going to try to lift up now. You're going to try to get up. So you got to put your palms flat, lift your elbows, and press into your hands and lift your shoulders up. Good, 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 good. There you go. All right. From here, come onto your hands and knees. Extend your right leg back in a low lunge. Give your right knee a break. Drop your right knee to the floor. Extend your left leg back. Give your left knee a break. Good. Then drop your left knee to the earth. Tuck your toes under. Push your seat back to your heels. Lift your knees up, downward facing dog. So good. So Virasana can be pretty difficult. Heroes. Virasana means hero. Heroes are those people in the world that do the right thing. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the floor. Now, with your chest and your chin on the floor, take your hands behind your back. Clasp your hands together in a fist behind your back. And on your inhale, lift your hands away from your sacrum. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Release the hands. Place the hands next to the chest. Press into the floor. Lift your chest and slide toward the windows. Cobra. Stay in cobra. On your inhale, lift your hands off the floor and press your toes down. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Locus. Any variation of locus you wish. I just suggest keeping the legs together. Either reach the arms alongside the body or hold the hands together in a fist behind the back. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Shalabhasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Grab my wrist. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down and relax. Bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. Pull the navel toward the spine. As you pull the navel toward the spine, lift the knees up, lift the thighs up as high as the shoulders. Dhanurasana. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good everybody. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Gently come down, release the feet, and rock out the hips. Radhe Govinda. Second Dhanurasana, bend the knees, grab the ankles. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift up. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, release, and rock out the hips. Bring the hands next to the chest, elbows close to the ribs. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, bring your knees to rest behind your wrist crease and lift the torso up so the shoulders are over the hips. Coming into a kneeling position. Now you can kneel down on a blanket if you want to. But once you're kneeling, you're going to lift your torso up, David, so shoulders are over hips, and you're going to set up. So make sure that your knees are hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Tuck your toes under for the first one. So your heels are up toward the ceiling. It makes it a little easier. In my tradition, we call this rabbit with the toes tucked under. But if you go to a Bikram class, rabbit looks totally different. So this is just what my teachers call this. Bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointed to the wall behind you. Bring your thumbs as close as you can together onto your sacrum. Now, it's not about moving your pubic bone forward. It's about lifting your navel up to your heart. Start to grow a little taller and a little more length in the front of your body. Start to arch back. Keep your chin and chest connected. Head goes back last. Then start to arch back. Let your hands slide down the back of your legs onto your calves. Walk your hands towards your heels. And then let your head go back last. Right? The head goes back last. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now, just like when you came out of Virasana, that reclining Virasana, inhale, lift up without twisting. Yep. And then bring your knees together, tops of the feet on the floor, heels together, come sit on your heels. Bhadrasana, thunder seat. And just bring your hands to your thighs and close the eyes. Breathe. Recapture the Ujjayi pranayama. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. Gently open the eyes. Lift the hips up. Now, the second one, you can come back to that rabbit. Or if you would like to experience Ustrasana, camel. Camel's when you put your hands on the soles of your feet. Bring your knees hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Bring the hands onto the sacrum. Then bring the chin into chest. Remember, head goes back last. Now lift up through your navel and pubic bone. Bring your pubic bone up towards your heart. Then start to arch back. See if you can put your hands on the soles of your feet. Or maybe on your heels. Let the head go back last. And keep lifting up through the heart. Exhale 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now lift up, leading with the shoulders without twisting. Good, Iris. And then exhale, bring the knees together. Come set on the feet again in a little thunder seat. This time we'll do a little twist. Bring the hands over to the right. Look over the right shoulder, a little seated twist. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Then inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And I'll come back to center. And exhale, hands on the floor in front of you. Lift the hips, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. And exhale through bent elbows, the slowest chaturanga you've ever done in your life, laying all the way down on your abdomen. Good. Now roll over onto the back. All right. We're going to practice. This is an old Jiva Mukti sequence. Back in the old days when I was a young whippersnapper. We're going to practice tiptoe fish. So a lot of times we'll call half bridge and then we'll just come out of it. In this, you go from half bridge into a deep back bend. So I'm going to guide you through that, okay? All right? So bend your knees, tickle your heels with your fingertips. Feet are hips width distance apart. On your inhale, lift your hips, your lower, your middle back. And this is just like a regular half bridge that we always do, okay? And you can clasp your hands together and fist underneath you. You can hold on to your yoga mat. You can hold on to the ankles even. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now release your hands. Grab your yoga mat. And your yoga mat, you're going to grab the side of it. Yeah, that's going to keep you balanced while you get into position. Walk your feet together till your big toes and your heels touch and your knees touch. Now, lift on the ball of your foot like you're in a high heel shoe. Lift your hips and walk your feet back toward the windows behind you on the ball of your foot and your toes until your heels touch your buttocks. So that's a key. Your heels have to touch your butt. They have to touch the glutes. If they don't, then you can't do this one. So there's got to be that little bit like coming onto your knees and setting on your heels, right? Now, with your heels touching your glutes, place your hands on the floor next to your ears. Yep. Now, puff up your chest and come onto the crown of your head. Now, as you come onto the crown of your head, walk your knees toward the wall where I am. So your knees touch the floor. So Iris, take your hands over your head, come onto your top of your head like a back bend, and then walk your knees forward till your knees touch. Good for you. You're right here, right here. Keep going. You're right here. Good. Then with your head on the floor, bring your hands into prayer and balance on your thumbs, extending your arms toward the windows. Tiptoe fish, beautiful. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Good, Jen. Exhale, 2. Inhale. So Sarah, bring the hands, distrust. Bring the hands back. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Good for you. Exhale, 4. You do want your knees down, though. Exhale, 5. Place the hands next to the head. Lift your head, bring your chin into your chest. Walk your shoulders back, your knees will lift up. Good for you. Walk your heels out from underneath you. That one's a hard one. Good for you, everybody. Then, after that, upward bow's a dream. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On the inhale, lift up, Urdhva Exhale, 1, good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. So we're going to do a variation here in our little last 2 upward bows, right? We're going to do a little, change the scenery up a little bit, in other words, okay? So place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. On your inhale, lift up, okay? Now, after you lift up, what I want you to do is I want you to step your left foot to the middle of your mat. So move it over a little bit. Come onto the ball of your right foot, like you're in a high heel shoe in the right foot, and then lift your right foot up into the air, balancing on your left foot and your hands, and your right leg's in the air. Exhale, 1, yep. Inhale. Exhale, 2, good. Inhale, good, David. Exhale, 3, good for you. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin into the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. So if you step the foot that you're balancing on in the center of your mat, not off to the side, it makes a tripod, a triangle. So there's your hands are 2 points and your standing foot's a point. So think about that. It makes it easier to lift the leg up. Okay. Try it on the other side. Bring your hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling. On your inhale, lift all the way up. Now this time, step your right foot more toward the center. Come onto the ball of your left foot. And then lift your left foot up into the air. There, see how much easier that is? Exhale 1, I told you. Inhale, I don't lie. Exhale 2, good for you, Sarah. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. Good for you. Bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. So that's kind of nice to do, like so much quadricep opening that we did, but then all of a sudden ask it to contract, to lift up. That's kind of cool. Exhale 3, it kind of, it teaches us the difference between the two, a contraction and a stretch. Exhale 3, just like, like I said, with Rama and Krishna, that idea of understanding the two of those different dynamics. A little happy baby, bring the soles of the feet toward the sky, hold on the outside of the feet, and just pull your knees into your armpits. And then a little Supta Upta Vishta Konasana. Grab the big toes and then open up the legs to a wide straddle. You did a standing straddle, but it's nice to do a reclining one after you did a standing one. Especially if a standing straddle is hard for you, you'll find the reclining much easier. Now from here, keep a hold of your big toes and your yogi toe lock, okay? Bring your legs together. Now you can put a little minor bend in your knee. You don't want much of a bend, but a little bend is good. Lift your head up towards your knees. Now begin to rock forward and rock back. Rock forward and rock back. Rock forward and back, and find your sit bones holding onto your toes. Push through your heels and pull with your shoulders, balancing in a Navasana much higher than you've ever experienced before. If Navasana, you always are trying to find it, then you always drop the legs and sink back onto your sacrum. If you pull with your shoulders and you push with your heels, you'll be like this really tight V shape. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4. You like the Weeble Wobbles over here. You remember those toys? Exhale 5. Now bend your knees, keep a hold of your toes. Slowly put your heels on the ground and extend your legs out, holding onto your toes. Fold forward, Paschimottanasana A. So Paschimottanasana A, legs are together. Sarah, legs are going to be together. There you go. And you're pulling with your shoulders. Now, what I like about Paschimottanasana A, we don't do this one a lot, but you have to engage the outside muscles of your legs so your baby toes don't roll forward. You got to pull with your adductors. Or abductors. Those are the abductors, sorry. So like each one of these causes a little bit more of a leg awareness. There's Paschimottanasana A, B, C, and D. We mostly only do B. Hold on to the outside of the feet. A is holding onto the big toes. B is holding onto the outside of the feet. C is putting your palms on the feet from the top. D is holding on to opposite wrist in front of the feet. Believe it or not, there is an E. My friend can do it. I cannot do it. I don't even know how he does it. He basically dislocates his shoulder and wraps his forearms underneath his calves. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. But like I said, I don't know many people can do that one. On the inhale, lift the head and chest, release the toes, bend the right knee into the chest. And then step the right foot on the outside of your left leg. Yep. And then bend your left knee and bring your left heel to the outside of your right hip. You don't want to sit on it. If you're sitting on your foot, you want to move your left foot out from underneath your hip. Because now you're cockeyed. You're kind of rolling over to the opposite side. On your inhale, lift your left arm up alongside your left ear. And then bring your left elbow on the outside of your right leg and take your right hand behind you. Look over your right shoulder. Twisting. If you binds, if you want to come into binds here or any arm variation, be my guest. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Good. Inhale. Come back to the center. Exhale. Counter twist 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Come center and exhale. Extend both your legs out. On your inhale, bend your left knee, place your left foot on the outside of the right leg, bend the right knee, bring the right heel to the outside of your left hip. You don't want to sit on it. Like I said, you want it out from underneath your hip. Then lift your right arm up and then exhale, twist over to the other side. And this foot's going to be flat. This foot's flat. Then you want to twist that way. But you want to move this away for a little bit. Just now drive that hip down. Drive down. Yeah. With all your energy, push that left hip crease down. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale, come center. And exhale, counter twist. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. And then inhale, come center. And exhale, extend both your legs out in front of you. And let's set up for shoulder stand. So Lambasarvangasana. All supported limb seat. Or you could come into Viparita Karani if you're not coming into shoulder stand, or you could come into Supta Baddha Konasana. So those are the 3 options. Shoulder stand, legs up the wall, or laying on the back and bending the knees and letting the knees come out to the side. The word dharma is a hard word to translate in English. The Sanskrit word doesn't translate at all. Like a lot of times, there are a lot of Sanskrit words. There's an English word that matches it really well. This case there isn't, because dharma is people have tried to translate it into righteousness. I don't like that because it's very Christian. It has a very Christian overtone to it. Dharma means that you're doing what you're supposed to do in this lifetime. And you're doing the right thing. You're doing the thing that is not only ethical, but it's mutually beneficial to all beings. It's beneficial to you too. But everybody's dharma is different. Like that's why righteousness is the wrong interpretation, because righteousness implies a kind of like set of rules that we all have to follow and code of conduct to be righteous. But my dharma isn't your dharma, and your dharma isn't my dharma. We each have different dharmas. But in the end, all our dharmas should be mutually beneficial for all beings. So it's interesting, right? That's an interesting concept, that we may have to do things differently and we may have to go through life doing different things, but in the end, it should make the world a better place. When we talk about spiritual activism and the idea of applying Dharma within the world, because when you're applying Dharma, you're applying action spiritually. And then you become not a social activist or a protester, you become a spiritual activist because you're doing what is dharmic. You're not virtue signaling anymore. You're not doing things because it's what, everybody around you is doing it. You're doing it because you really know it's the right thing to do. And those ideas of applying spiritual activism in the world is really the things that will change the world for better. The thing about spiritual activists is spiritual activists throughout history have always been long-term planners. They're not short-term planners. They don't expect change to happen immediately. They would like for it to happen immediately, but they know that the change that they're looking for may take many, many years, and they know that they're just one part of the whole thing that's moving towards something better. And right now, we're seeing change happening very, very quickly. And that change, when change happens very quickly, it's not mindful. It doesn't have that awareness that you practiced tonight of listening to all those details and thinking things out. It's a little messy, and it can really harm other beings, not just human beings, but all beings. And so how do you, as spiritual activists, deal with that? You're mindful. And you're aware of what's going on around you, but you're also patient. You're observant. You see the details. You see the patterns. You start to understand the vinyasa, the sequence. Patanjali talks about this in the Yoga Sutras, that when you start to understand your true nature, you start to understand the vinyasa krama before you even get to the ending of the krama. But you're patient. Flex the feet, let the toes come overhead, let the toes touch the floor behind the head. Clasp the hands together in a fist, extend the arms away from you. Halasana plow. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Bend the knees, bring the knees alongside the ears. Karnapidasana, ear pressure seat. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Then place the hands on the floor, away from the feet. Slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time till the hips touch the floor. If you have a blanket underneath the shoulders, Unfold the mat, move the blanket off to the side. If you're in legs up the wall or goddess and you'd like to experience Matsyasana with us, lay down on the back, turn the palms to face upward, press into the elbows, lift the chest up, come onto the crown of the head, looking at the windows. Fish, inhale. Exhale, 1, inhale. Exhale, 2, inhale. Exhale, 3, inhale. Exhale, 4, inhale. Exhale, 5, inhale. Exhale, 6, inhale. Exhale, 7, inhale. Exhale, 8, inhale. Exhale, 9, inhale. Exhale, 10. Press into the elbows, bring the chin to the chest and come down. Bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Roll over to the left side. Come into a child's seat. Yeah. Now, I don't mind if you use the wall. You know, I never mind if anybody uses a prop. So any props you want to use are fine with me. Turn the palms to face upward as if you're trying to catch raindrops in your hands. That will create an external rotation of the shoulder, but bring the elbows closer to each other. Interlace the fingers together, making one fist. Place your head on the floor behind your wrist crease, not in your hands and not on your forearms. Tuck your toes under, lift your knees up, and walk your feet forward so your hips are over the shoulders. You can stay there. That's a dolphin. Draw the knees into the chest. Bring the heels toward the seat. Half headstand. Lift the knees up toward the sky, coming into a full headstand. Now lift up. Yep, lift. Yep, there you go. Now, Sarah, pull the ribs in. Pull the ribs in. Come out of the back bend a little bit. There. And then dorsiflex the feet like you're standing on the ceiling and inwardly rotate because you're strong in the glutes. You're overcompensating in the glutes. So use the adductors, the inner thighs, and the quads a little more. Good. That's better. But pull the ribs in. Don't go into a sway back. You want a neutral. Good. Here again, you're going for that ribby thing. So pull that in. It's a habit with some, but notice how it's easier once you pull your ribs in. It's easier to find the center. Doesn't mean that you can't turn the inversion into a back bend. You just want control of it before you go into a back bend. Good, everybody. Good. Good. And slowly start to come down with control. There you go. Using a little mula bandha, don't crash. And rest in a child's seat. Reach back, hold on to the ankles, make a little space from the shoulders and the jaw. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Good. Inhale, lift the head and chest. And come lay down with your head toward the windows, the feet toward the exit door. You can roll up a blanket, place it underneath the knees. You can place a blanket on top of you. Allow the breath now just to breathe the body, allowing the pelvic floor to relax, letting the body become heavy. And just close the eyes. Shavasana. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms overhead and stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. Bend the knees into the chest, give the knees a hug. And slowly roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the earth, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position for a very brief meditation practice. Once you've found your seat, commit to that seat. Find stillness, both in the body and in the mind. Allow the breath to deepen. Having breath awareness, you do not have to employ Ujjayi pranayama, but watch the inhales enter the body and watch the exhales leave the body. Start to draw the senses inward. As you draw the senses inward, focus the mind. But you need something to focus on. So as you inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as you exhale, silently chant the mantra Om. Inhaling Om. Exhaling Om. Inhale deeply. Exhale everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om externally. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachers and teachings of yoga from the past, the present, and still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Namaste. Thank you all so much for being here and sharing your practice with us. Don't forget that on the 30th, Kristen Hoffman will be here with a soul awakening sound bath. I would not miss that if I were you. She's amazing. I've been to a lot of sound baths, but I've never gone to one where somebody who is a vocalist sings the whole time. That is on the 30th, the Sunday. Let me look at the calendar on this flyer. On 30th, March 30th, 5 to 6:30. And then in April, we're going to be doing an inversion workshop. So if you've been finding your inversions a little difficult, we're going to do an inversion workshop in April. Be loved, be vegan. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Thank you.